Let's start on the East Coast, New York City, WOR. Helen, you're on the Savage Nation. Go ahead, please.
Michael, what are you talking about that the president is such a socialist? I mean, his stimulus package was 40% tax cuts. He passed 100% deductibility of the capital investments by companies. Private sector jobs are up 4.5 million.
Wait. You just hold it. Helen, I'm not the husband who left you a number of years ago because you wouldn't let him say a word.
5 years, Michael.
That's number one. Number two, it's my show, not yours. Number three, you don't know what the heck you're talking about. Do you have any idea what the debt is today?
Yes, I do. It's about $16 trillion.
And where did it come from?
Well, we're talking about the socialist part. I wanted to say that.
Right. Well, hold on. That's right. Contemporary European socialists believe that creating public sector jobs and taxing people who are productive is their way to go. That is socialism. Where poverty is rewarded, success is punished, that is socialism.
Michael, at the same time...
Food stamp use has climbed to 47 million people. Debt tops $16 trillion. That's $136,000 per household. That is socialism as it is practiced today. I'm not talking about Karl Marx era socialism or Lenin's era of socialism. I'm talking about modern European socialism today, whether it's practiced in Greece or in Italy or in Spain, is what his model is based upon.
But we've cut 700,000 government jobs at the same time that we added 4.5 million private jobs. The stock market.
Well, now you're making up a fact that's not true. You just invented that on the spot. Name the 700,000 jobs. And which departments were cut?
Well, primarily they're from state agencies that don't have the luxury to print the money that the federal government does.
You just made it sound like Obama cut 700,000 jobs. When now when I called you on it, you said it was states that fired 700,000 people.
Yes, it is. There is it's primarily that, but you can't say that as a nation that we're moving in that direction. I mean, that's just not
true. Wait, hold it. That we're moving. Helen, I can't say we're not moving in which direction?
Moving towards socialism and expanding the government payroll.
Helen, what do you mean we're not moving towards socialism? We are a socialist nation right now. What would you call the government bailing out banks and bailing out General Motors? Would you not call that socialism?
Didn't Ronald Reagan bail out Chrysler?
Oh, no, don't change the subject. Don't change the subject. Don't change the subject. You're not on the Upper East Side right now where you're talking to your friends who agree with you. You're absolutely wrong. We are a socialist nation. It's only a question of how far along that socialist path we have gone. I believe he has created the Union of Socialist States of America, a land where poverty is rewarded, success is punished, our worst enemies are praised, but our allies are stiffed. How do you feel about his treatment of Israel, Helen?
Oh, I'm just glad we're out of Iraq. I hope we get out of Afghanistan soon.
Now you're changing the subject. Helen, how do you feel about how he has treated Israel?
I will say this. I was really deeply offended as an American when Joe Biden went there and Netanyahu had slapped America in the face by building, new settlements, etc., in some area that was being contested, just like.
So, in other words, you agree with Jimmy Carter and the radical leftists that we should shaft Israel. That's what you're saying in more words than one.
Of course not. We should continue to give them money, and the biggest defense that they have is that we are just itching to blow up Iran. Let them just try to do something to Israel. But for him to abdicate all responsibility and say,
Helen, how do you feel about our great commander-in-chief being in power when 22 Navy SEALs were put on an old, slow Vietnam-era Chinook helicopter and killed by one RPG? How come that doesn't bother anybody?
I really don't know about that, but I mean, obviously.
Of course you don't know about it. There's a lot, Helen, there's a lot you don't know because you read the New York Times and you talk within a closed circle. But if you actually analyze the facts and you stop reading the propagandist Thomas Friedman, you'd find out that there are intellects far greater than Friedman in the United States of America. Some of them are conservative, and some of them know a lot more than he knows about what's going on. Thank you for the call. I would offer you trickle-down tyranny, but I'm afraid you would reject it.